One of my favorite online music making tools is a pattern matrix sequencer such as Tone Matrix, the one you're seeing right now. It basically has a series of squares on the x-axis. Those are called courses, and then on the y-axis, the squares go from low to high. By clicking on a square, you initiate a playback as a playhead sweeps from left to right. So for instance, if I do it every 4 boxes, you're going to hear more or less like a quarter note sound in 4/4. Now if I would have made those boxes higher, you'd hear them as being higher. All right, so clicking on a box turns it off as well. So what I like about the pattern matrix is that you can teach things like pitch. Here's an ascending line. But it also is teaching ostinato. Notice as the courses just keep cycling, we hear that melody again and again. In fact, that's one of my favorite lessons with the pattern matrix sequencers, that no matter how random the boxes are that you initiate, because they are cycling, once you hear the same thing over and over again, it begins to give it context and make sense. So I do a lesson called The Sound of My Name, where I ask younger students to try to spell their name or just their initials. So my name is Scott Watson. Maybe I would just do S-W. And as random as that is, I'm starting to hear like a rhythm. Da 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 da. Right? I could try my name, Scott, instead of SW. Let's try that. So let's do S-C-O-T, and then another T. Now, you might notice down here there's a link for Add Drums. So I'm going to click on that. And it's actually going to take us to Audiotool, which is a much more sophisticated online virtual recording studio, kind of like Reason. And you can see over here, let me just say no to this. Over here is the pattern matrix that I've been working on, but now it's in an environment where I have a mixer and a bass sequencer and a drum machine down here. If I hit the play button down here, you're going to hear a bass line. You're going to hear the sound of my name, and it's going to be accompanied by a bass line and a drum beat. And I can mix this whole thing. I can change the bass line. I can even change the drum pattern. But that's a little crazy, isn't it?